Get the best you've got. Extraordinary reports coming out of the Soviet Union. Tales of a being with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal man.
As I said, Mr. President, of course I understand your concern, but I assure you the Luthor Company has this under control.
I don't...
I did, yes. A very interesting version of Batman for this. So it's interesting. When people ask how we prepare for a certain voice role, to be totally honest, if they give me any information at all, I try to take that into consideration. But the reality is, once we step into the booth, 9 times out of 10, it's the collaborative element of working with a director, working with a voice director, working with producers, writers, anybody who's involved in the project. They all inform the decision-making process as to what version of a character you're going to do. So we started tweaking a little bit with the accent. Do we want a thicker accent? Do we want to pull back on it a little bit? That kind of thing. Do we want this version of Batman, that version of Batman? So I can't take credit for like making a decision going into it. I just prepared by working with a dialect coach for weeks in advance to make sure that if I did need to do something very authentic in terms of an accent, that we could. But all of that stuff kind of depends on the project, and it depends on who's involved.
Were you inspired by any of the previous actors?
Oh, well, I'm always inspired by the previous actors. How could you not be inspired by the previous actors? There's such an amazing lineage, and to be a part of it in any way, shape, or form is such an honor that, yeah, of course. I'm always considering, is this in vein with what other people have done, and making sure that we don't step outside that box of believability for the character.
So, the political context of this film, do you think that Batman is a good character to fight against these political differences?
Yeah, we're talking about a vigilante at his core, so I would say that he's the perfect sort of like puzzle piece to kind of just plug right in. Yeah, no, I think it works really well. In fact, that was one of the neater elements. I found myself an hour after watching this film thinking about it, the social commentary, the political commentary, the commentary on just people, and love and mommy-daddy issues and all that. So I thought where they utilized the character of Batman worked really well. I've got to move. Unfortunately, I'm going. It's an